Today we'll be testing out if we can actually get much better quality from our laptops and home computers from the built-in webcams on here to something which is much better. You see, a good portion of my day I'm on online meetings talking to brands about different products, but the webcam on here is normally terrible, isn't it, on the laptops or computers that you're using. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. You're here and you've got to get it set up, make sure it's actually in frame, and then just look at the quality of it. It just is not very good, is it? You can see the actual sharpness is zero. There's no contrast there. And this is in studio lighting as well. And this is using a 16-inch MacBook Pro M1. So it's a really high spec laptop, but it has a 1080p webcam on here that just looks like it's from a Nokia 3210. So to combat this, I'm going to be testing out today a 4K webcam. I'm going to be showing you a comparison between using this and the built-in webcam on here and seeing just how good this is. Now this uses AI tracking as well, so it will also keep me in the frame, which is good if you're going to be doing like something on a standing desk, you're going to be showing something behind you. I'm going to be testing out that. But let's get this on here now, switch it up from this terrible webcam here to using this one. Let's go. I'm now on the OBSBOT Tiny 2 4K webcam. So the quality coming from this straight away, I can tell a big difference from what I was using before to using this. So a lot more contrast, a lot more sharpness in this really tiny camera. And you can see now on the screen, I've got all of these different options as well, something you don't get on your built-in webcam. So I can actually go and I can customize this image even more. So just click on image here. I've got all these like different options here. So I can change the focus, I can change the exposure. It's currently on auto, but I can actually turn that off and I can change this. I can change the shutter speed. I can increase or decrease that ISO if I wanted to. I have a lot more options here than I had before. You can also go down and change the white balance, but also look here, you've got different sliders where you can change the contrast and the saturation. So if I want to, I can just bring that contrast down a little bit. I can bring the saturation down or about there, and I can also decrease a little bit of that sharpness. But also what's great about this is this has all this AI technology in it as well. So if I want to just have a static shot like this, I can do, but I can also then select normal tracking. And now the camera itself has now got a blue light on it. What this means is it's now tracking me. So if I was to actually move over here, the camera is also tracking me. And this is great because if I wanted to actually stand up and change position, I can do, and the actual camera will follow me as I move around. So this is really convenient. This is something again that you don't get on the built-in webcams where it's just a static shot. So this has a lot more features on it, but also if you want to actually move this gimbal yourself manually, you can do. So you can just go into this view in gimbal here and you can move this around and you can actually position this exactly where you want it to. This is going to be good if you're going to be showing something behind you. You could have like a flipboard with different information you want to showcase, but also you might want to zoom in as well. So you can also zoom in and then we can move that gimbal around as well and you can show it even more. Also, when you don't want to use this, you can actually just push this down and it will actually just turn off. You've also got a remote control, so them features I just showed you then, you can also just press on here and it will actually zoom in. You can start the tracking and you can actually turn this off. So I can just hit this button here and it will now turn off. So again, if you're not near the webcam and you want to be a bit further away and showing something, you can do it all from this controller as well. So it's a really unique product, isn't it? So let's now do a side by side to show you the difference in real time using this webcam compared to the Apple built-in webcam. So I've got them both recorded now. I can see straight away that difference. The Apple MacBook webcam just looks really soft. It doesn't have a lot of contrast or structure to it at all. It just looks really poor quality. Whereas if you look on the actual one, which is the OBSBOT Tiny 2, you can see a lot more detail there. The black just looks completely different. So it's showing a lot more blacks. The highlights stand out, the contrast is there, the sharpness, it is much better. And then I can also go and adjust all these settings as well if I wish. So to actually get good quality, then the OBSBOT Tiny 2 is certainly the winner here. And it's also because it's magnetic. Once I've finished with this, I can just take this straight off, have it in this little case, and I've always got a good webcam with me. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the difference here between the Apple built-in webcam and the OBSBOT Tiny 2 webcam? I think there's a significant difference there. And for me, I'm going to be using it as just another tool in that toolbox, allowing me to get decent quality video when I'm doing online video calls. So if you want to go check it out, I'll link it all in the top of the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.